We've all heard the saying, you've got to start somewhere, or every great journey begins with a single step. Now that our homestead is in the palm of our hands, we're realizing that this is so much easier said than done. And we're realizing that the first step may be one of the most difficult. Our minds are full of ideas and plans for how we want to live off our land, but we're working with a blank canvas here. These ideas require tools, research, planning, and execution. And when it's your first rodeo, it can be overwhelming. But in all of our failures, we're very slowly building our foundation. And at the end of the day, this truly keeps us motivated. Alrighty, so for today's video, I'm going to show you guys some of the new equipment we got here on the homestead. I'm going to talk a little bit about the maple syrup season, which is quickly approaching. Let's go. Pretty lady. Alrighty, the ground is frozen, the leaves are dead, grass is dormant, so these guys are hungry. I'm gonna give them some hay and some snacks too. Goats are eating their hay. And we have a glorious sunrise. Alrighty, so it is so important for any parent to have bonding time with their kids here. And I love to do that with these little more goat treats. So we're gonna spend some time together and have some breakfast. Calm down. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna put these in their tray here because, you know, it's more orderly that way. And then two, I can kind of monitor them because our two females here, Jen and Brandy, have a tendency to fight, especially when it comes to the Cheerios. Jen, put your hair down. It is not that serious. Oh, that was a good one. Alrighty, so this thing is like frozen solid. I've started this fire here in hopes to hopefully thaw some of the ice in here because there's just like a massive chunk of ice and like the water's not dispensing like it's supposed to. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it's a quick process and hopefully it works. So I know what y'all are thinking, why don't we have a heated water bucket yet? And that is definitely a conversation we're having because this is unrealistic for a day-to-day basis. It's annoying, it's time consuming, and yeah, we're kind of done. So we're probably gonna be going to TSC this weekend and purchasing a heated water bucket. But for now, I'm gonna break up the ice in this one and get the goats some fresh water. I stepped away for like 5 minutes. This is working so fast. So simple, yet so effective. These guys are so thirsty. We gotta get us a warmed bucket here soon. We have nearly 100 tappable maple trees on our property, which of course has inspired me to look into making maple syrup. Full transparency here, last weekend we wanted to build a really quick sugar shack, make it a weekend project, and get it over with. So we went to Menards and got some basic lumber and came home. We put the auger on the tractor, drove back into the woods, and began drilling. Our auger on the first hole got stuck on a root, and I mean very stuck on the root. We had to pull it out of the ground by hand, which was exhausting and discouraging. After all this, I sat down and really thought about my sugar shack. I realized that people spend hours and days out in the woods, boiling down their sap and spending time in nature. When I envisioned my sugar shack, I envisioned something made by my own hands and something that was made out of the materials from our own property. Alrighty, so I just cleaned up this beautiful oak tree that was timbered with the making of the pole barn pad. And I have something different that I'm going to do with it today. I have this brand new tool that I've never used before. It's called a draw knife. And the purpose of a draw knife is to remove the bark from your timber. So bugs and stuff like that burrow under the bark, and that is what causes wood to rot. So when you remove the bark and expose the wood and treat it, it'll last a long time. So I'm going to prop this tree up and use this for the first time, and I'm kind of excited, kind of nervous. I guess we'll see. I'm really not sure if you're supposed to use this thing in the snow or not, but I guess we'll see. Whoa! Let me flip the blade and try that. That's pretty deep. Oh my gosh. Look at what this thing is doing. Look at that beautiful oak right there. Wow. I'm already so excited about this. Alrighty, so I've been learning some different little things I can do here to make it easier. And I was kind of like just going for random spots on the log here, but instead I'm just kind of chiseling down in one area, going across as much of the circumference of the log as I can and moving my way down. And that seems to be easier. It's a little sketchy pulling this blade towards myself, but I'm finding that if I just take my time, kind of let the blade do its thing, I have more control over it. So, but I'm sweating right now, my heart rate is up, and I'm having a blast. Look at this piece of lumber we have here. Alrighty, I have the first half of this oak tree done, and look at this. This is so cool. Like, I am so proud that this is our own lumber and that we're putting it to use like this. Alrighty, I'm doing some final touches here, but for the most part, I know that this is a piece of oak. It's not going to look as pretty as like pine or birch. It was a lot tougher to strip all that bark off, but I am insanely proud of the results, and I cannot wait for my next tree. Alrighty, just by the appearance and the weight of this tree, I think it's also oak. I'm gonna do things a little bit differently this time. I have it propped up on 2 logs, and I'm gonna trim up all these little knobs with the chainsaw real quick. Alrighty, she looks pretty good. I definitely took more time to get deeper on some of the nubs on this one, so I didn't have to carve around them so much. So it may not look like much, but this is my start to my upcoming project. And it has been a day. My back is sore, I'm tired, and I'm ready to sit down around the fire and relax a little bit. But yeah, my first time using a draw knife, and I'm completely addicted now. So you best believe I'll be out here tomorrow doing the same thing. Speaking of the Maple Sugar Shack, we have some new maple syruping equipment here. This is maple syrup tubing. It is 5/16 inch in diameter. It's 500 feet, and it is for more of a tree to ground type system. So there's gonna be a tap, there's gonna be this tubing running down to a bucket, and the sap will be collected in the bucket. And to me, this method just seemed most appealing. And I got 500 feet because we have 95 maple trees that we could tap if we wanted to. Not saying we are, but we have that option. So this is kind of exciting. These are my taps here. They're also called spiles, I believe, or I guess tubing spouts as well. But these are the actual taps that'll go into the tree. You'll attach the tubing down here, and it'll be gravity working the sap into the buckets from that point. Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful morning here on the homestead, and I have some exciting news for you. Last night in the mail, I got this brand new draw knife, and it's a little lighter in weight, it's a little smaller in size, and the blade is really, really sharp. In yesterday's vlog, I was using this draw knife here, a little heavier, a little cheaper actually, and it did just fine. As you can see, I got plenty of prepped lumber here, but this one, and the review said it's sharper, it digs deeper, and it is easier to use. All right, I'm gonna compare the two right now. So this is yesterday's draw knife right here, and just by kind of feel of it, feels fine. Like the weight of it, it's nice and heavy. Let me try the new one here. Oh my gosh. Whoa. This one definitely digs a lot deeper. As you can see, it's taking out bigger chunks, and it is really, really sharp. I kind of like the weight of the other one, but I like the sharpness of this one. So maybe I'll go back and forth between the two. Alrighty guys, that is it for today's YouTube video. We are just loving the journey of learning how to be self-sufficient, live off our land, use it to its fullest potential, and build a homestead together. We have so many goals and aspirations ahead of us, and we are so blessed for every single day we get to build our dream. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you in the next video.